The slogan, "Do you believe in a parallel universe," man? How did that come about, man?
That came about from the Jonai battle, and it was just a bar. It wasn't a special move or, do you believe in a parallel universe? I do. This shit is insane. My pops was in prison playing spades while I was working on my pen game. So I just looked at the parallels of my dad's life of being in prison, 25 years, and me working on the pen for 25 years. And I was like, damn, like that. I was like, yo, that's kind of crazy. So the concept of that is just like the juxtapositions of the path one person took in life versus the other path, but there's still some type of similarities there. You know what I'm saying? My dad's behind bars in the pen. I'm working on bars with the pen, and it's like I'm gonna keep that going. Like those type of,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that going. So I brought it back versus Young Cannon, and then I said, fuck it. They love it. I'm gonna just keep doing it, and
W-
now the whole battle rap culture does it.
did you think the culture was gonna
No,
give
nah,
you that type of
nah,
reaction?
no, 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 no. For to see Cassidy and Charlie Clips and Arsenal and just all the big Geechee Gotti, to see all the big names in battle rap do one, it was like, damn, man, I really brought something to the culture, man.
You literally answered my next question. I was gonna ask you about what you think about your contemporaries, other battle rappers using it.
I love it. I don't think it's like, oh, they stole it from me or they bit that. I look at it as it's like it's homage and it's just something you brought to the game because Daylight or Quantum Physics or whoever was the first schemer will tell you I brought scheming to battle rap and now everybody has a scheme. Somebody will tell you I was the first guy with the back to back punches, and now you
Right.
see a lot of guys back to back punching. When you
Is-
seen when you seen Lux, well, actually when you see A Verb do that third round versus Hitman Holla, the real talk angle, and then you see
yeah.
Lux do it to Calico, that kind of became a staple in battle rap to where you got to have like what they call the talk to him round, talk to his soul round.
Mm.
So they introduced something to the game, and they never looked at it as something they stole this from me. Like, no, that's just the mark you set in the game. So if I do the parallel universe and then everybody's doing it, I don't look at it as somebody stole it. I look at it as that's a contribution to the culture.
Okay. Well, do you have a favorite rebuttal by somebody? I mean, not rebuttal. I mean,
Parallel
yeah,
universe. Oh
yeah.
man, you know what? Passwords third round and disasters third round with the breaking down the parallel universe is probably the two greatest examples that ever been done. I like Easy the Block Captain when he said, Danny, what pair? He said, who sell drugs in your universe? I do. That was crazy to me because it was so simple. It was so simple, but it was brilliant. Easy said, Danny, who sell drugs in your universe? Because I do. That was hard. Like, I appreciate it when they flip it on me and they but like I said, disastrous third round with the Schrodinger's cat and the breaking down the quantum entanglement, got into the actual science of what the parallel universe is and uh, passwords, Frack's third round. These guys brought incredible writing to counter the parallel universe, and I loved it. So I appreciate my peers, even when they're saying it to me, it's dope. I pay like yo, it's like yo, I'm glad that I got that. That was an honor. You
Yeah,
know,
to me, that's one of the most popular slogans in battle rap. You got the A verbs and chess easies, serves,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah. Surf got the lock pick. Chess got to set the tone, shape shifting. A Verb got the showtime. Charlie got I'm so mean with it. I could take that back and do a whole nother scheme with it. Like a few guys just kind of got their thing, like their special move. I think it's necessary to kind of like separate you and what makes you stand out. Like, and I think it's important to have that. You know what I mean?
okay, definitely,
Something
man.
people can remember you by. Like when they hear parallel universes, they just automatically know that came from Danny Myers. When you hear Showtime, You know that's verb. You know what I'm saying? You hear
Yep.
sub. We put it in subtitles. You know that's so. So it's like to have your own little. It was like the wrestlers. You know, the wrestlers had they special move. And when you remember when Tatanka used to throw you off the rope, and Ricky Steamboat had everybody had their move. Mr. Perfect had the perfect plex. You know, Bret Hart had the, what was that? The figure four, whatever that was.
Yeah.
They all had a move that you just knew them by. It was a signature move. So it's like a video game special move. You know what I'm saying? I like this, like Hadouken.
Now,
Ryu throws a fireball. Like
right.
what makes you stand out from the rest of the characters? So with battle rappers, we got our own little special moves that we do, and I think it's dope. You know what I'm
Now,
saying?
now here's another special move that you do. Rebuttals, man.
Man, you
When
know,
did you wanted to start doing rebuttals, man? Was it just a
um, I've been doing rebuttals my whole career. I just did them in spurts. I would just do it here and there. When I battle Steams, I mid round rebuttal some shit he had said about one of the NBA players, and I mid round rebutted it, and it was so seamless that they didn't even know I was rebuttaling him. You know what I'm saying? Even when the Tay Rock, when I battled Rock, and I did not the Domino's Pizza joint, the Little Caesars, but the ambidextrous.
oh
That was a rebuttal to his. It's like it's ugly, like I look like I drew it with my left hand. So I said I shoot with the right and left like I'm ambidextrous. They didn't even realize that was a rebuttal because I do it so seamless. It seems like it's just a natural part of my round. And so I've always been doing it. I've been doing it since like 2013, 2014. But for the last 3, 4 years, I really been turning it up, like making it like because
yeah.
it's like if it's a move you can use, then why not use it? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Some
Now
land, some don't. But I've gotten to the point where I know I've gotten so crafty with it. I know how to just eliminate your whole round with a rebuttal. You know what I'm saying? So
now
it's dangerous.
now since we're at rebuttals, the battle of you and Sharon. I know you explained it a couple times, but I wanted you to explain it one more time on
Right,
here,
right.
man. You had no idea about the coin toss?
The whole thing is everyone when they announced me and Sharon, like right there on the stage, that coin toss was so because it's like, well, they only got one round, so only one of them gets to rebuttal, and they know I can rebuttal, they know he can rebuttal, so it's like whoever wins the coin toss has the advantage because they have the luxury of being able to rebuttal whatever was just said to them. They flipped a coin. Sharon says something like, I want to toss." I'm so like in my own mind about the rounds and about. I didn't even know I won the coin toss. I won, and had I known that I won, I would have made him go first. Therefore, now I get to rebuttal all the stuff he was saying.
Yeah.
But I thought I lost, so I just started rapping. I was so anxious to rap that I just started rapping, and that gave him the opportunity to do the give me some space. And he said you were an alien. He said you called yourself an alien that whole round. That's why I told you to give me some space. And it was a haymaker. It was so crazy.
Did
In hindsight though, I kind of like if I could, I probably would go back. If I could go back in time, I would have made him rap first. But at the same time, I look at it like, hey, I got a Sharon rebuttal. I
yeah.
could say that in my career. Like I'm fans of these guys, so it's like me
Nah.
getting A Verb's Church's Chicken Showtime. That was one of his top three. That's in his top three showtimes of his career. I was happy that I got that. You know what I'm saying? Like some things are like badges of honor. It's like a
Yeah.
badge of honor. Like nigga, yeah, if Sharon fucked me up with that rebuttal, but shit, I ate that. I had to eat it. I had no choice. I couldn't rebuttal. So it was like, but I could say I stood in front of Sharon rebuttals. You know what I'm
Now,
saying?
now I know that you said revenge. Can we
Uh,
see Sharon and Danny Myers 3 rounds 2022?
you know, to me, me and Sharon have both been going crazy in terms of this year. You know,
Yeah.
like he got crazy with me, JC, T Top. He's been on like a few of the URL cards this year, and I'm like, 3 rounds with me and Sharon would definitely be crazy because now you get a chance to see the back and forth rebuttals every round. So we both have said, yeah, we are with that. We asked Smack to do it. So we'll see later on down the year if it pans out. But I think we definitely should do it again.
That will be a bar fest, man.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Now the question that I get from a lot of people, that obviously they wanted me to ask you this question. What do you got to say to the people that say that you take too many battles?
Well, I feel like in some regard they are right. I can't argue with the fans, because it shows. Me taking too many battles shows. Like I'm stumbling here. I choke versus Frack. I choke versus Real Sick. It's not because of lack of skill. It's just lack of preparation. And it's like I'm battling this guy, this guy, this guy week after week. Eventually, it will catch up to you, and it's okay. I've been a victim to myself, but I'm a worker. I work hard. I'm constantly writing and reciting. I call it war. WAR. Writing and reciting. I'm in war. This is my training preparation. I haven't given myself this. I haven't given myself a whole lot of time to prep. But I think also at the same token, I think guys like me, JC, Rumnitty, Geechee Gotti have proven that you can prep in a week or two and still bring 3 crazy rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like you can bring top-notch material on a week's prep. So I'm able to do it. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't costed me a couple battles. It did. You know what I mean? But guys like Kobe Bryant was in the gym 24/7. Kobe. No,
Right.
nobody said Kobe played too many games. 82 games in the regular season. How many ever preseason games, and then all the playoff games. Nobody says he's playing too much. One game, Kobe might only got 10. He might only got 7 points this game. He's tired. But their schedule is grueling. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? This isn't as tough as that. That's you got to be in great physical and mental shape to play professional anything. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Whether you're soccer, football, baseball, whatever it may be, you got to be in great physical mental shape. Battle rap isn't so much physically demanding as it is mental. So you can have burnout. You can have
Right.
like you rapping too much. You're reciting. You're overdoing it. You're not giving your brain a chance to rest. It will backfire. You know what I'm saying? And so that definitely affected me a couple of times. But I tell you what, a guy like me who came out, me and Tay Rock, top of the year, right back. Me and Sharon, me and Rio Newski, me and fucking Sharon, me and man, I literally been every week. Me and Rolla, me and Av. Uh, I got Prestavia this week. I got Giannis. Not Giannis. I got Appa.
Oh yeah, on the
I,
spaces.
Me and Appa on the spaces going down Friday. The very next day, I got Prestavia. Luckily for me, they both won around. So
I
I,
I know
eh,
I know you can't say much, man, but I'm just gonna ask you anyways. Are you on the to live and die in LA card?
I'm from LA, bro. you,
Oh,
you don't, you
okay, all
don't, you
right.
don't, you don't, you're not. I believe every card since they started coming to LA, I've been on every card.
Okay,
So I
since
don't know. I don't know how I don't be on the LA card. That's crazy.
okay, now since you answered that, why aren't you on the GTX card, man? What's up with that?
Honest to be honest, I didn't like I didn't. You know what? I'll say this. It was my fault because Lush One actually was trying to reach out to me, and I'm so busy. I'm really one of the toughest people to get in touch with for real.
Right.
Like anybody that anybody that knows me, if you talk to whether it's a battle rapper, a friend, league owner, family member, they'll say, "Yo, it is super tough to get Danny on the phone." So I'm so busy. I'm not really the phone guy. I'm not really the social media guy like that, and it just he wasn't able to get in touch with me. And had he did, then I probably would have been on the GTX card. But I mean, come on, this is their first one. They got many more coming. It
I
ain't like
mean, I
yeah,
mean, it's the first card, history of the making, man.
I understand it. It was just dope to even be a part of the rap off. With Ilmax rap off event with Frat. It was just dope to be a part of that on their first one. Uh,
right.
so yeah, GTX got more cards coming up, so you may see me on there versus whoever. Iron Solomon, I don't know, Lux, the Saurus, who knows? Just but look though, had I been on that card, everybody would be like, "Yo, come on, Danny, what are you doing? You're killing us, bro. Come on, we're rooting for you, champion of the year. Don't blow it. Don't do too many battles. You're gonna fuck yourself up." And it's like, luckily for me, I've had some break. I had some 3 weeks off basically, which was the most I've had in a long time. Like some battlers, you only see them once a year. You only see them twice a year.
Right.
For me to get a month break is it's like heaven. It's like damn, because I'm really rapping like every weekend. So it's
Right.
like even now, 3 battles in the next 9 days. You know what I'm saying?
Are you? Are
Opera, Prestavia, B Magic, all coming up, and then To Live and Die LA is coming up right after that. So I'm working. I'm really working, but I'm gonna show and prove why I'm the GOAT.
wait, hold up. You got B Magic?
Yeah, there's shots fired. San Diego next weekend. Punch
That's
Fest.
real name Brandon's also on that card. Okay, I remember that card.
Yeah. We got a punch fest to give the people, and I know B Magic is gonna be
Okay.
the best B Magic that y'all ever seen.
Man,
I'm
what's
quite
going
certain of
on,
it.
man? Another EFB against another EFB?
Man, you know what? I think I think we're almost like the writer's block. You know how all the writer's block battles were crazy. And the thing is, when you get a collection of guys like writer's block and like EFB, the only competition is each other. To me, honestly, that's really the only competition. We like me and Av, you know what I'm saying? Like we're both EFB, but we put on a crazy battle. So it's like that's all the highest level of competition in battle rap is in my group. So it's like shit, I might as well battle y'all, And besides, me and B Magic was supposed to battle years back, you know what I mean? Like, me and B Magic are definitely two of the best punchers that ever did it, and it's crazy that we never battled. It's crazy
now,
that we never locked horns. So now it's time.
now, when they mention the best punchers in the game, man,
Yeah.
where do you rank yourself at all time?
You know, I honestly, okay, well, honestly, I don't consider myself a puncher because of the different things that I do.
Right.
When I think puncher, I'm thinking B Magic, Rum Nitty, Ab, Big K, Briggs Belvedere, Conceited, Blackheart Adonis, um, AB Hoggish, Cocky, all those sons, Heartless. When you bring up Danny Myers, it's like it's really hard to just pin me in a puncher's category because I'm doing like time travel sequences versus quantum physics. I'm talking black economics and social injustice with B dot. You know what I mean? I'm talking about Sumerians and ancient Babylon. I'm talking about a lot of like shit that the average puncher isn't gonna bring up. So I don't really put myself in a puncher's category. But if I were to, um, you know, I don't know how you rank yourself over B Magic. It's kind of hard. You know, to me, I think Nitty is Nitty number one, and then I would have B Magic, and then after that, I mean, if what now when you say rank yourself, do you mean like dopest punches, most unique, original punches? Because that's me and Nitty. That's me and Nitty all day. Now, if you talk about like hard hitting punches, then you got
Right.
Big K, you got Av, you got those guys. My
Right.
punches are more creative, and you know what I mean. So
You do got
I'm in
some
the top
haymakers
five. I think
though.
I'm in the top five. Yeah, I'm in the top five of I would say, you know, but to say you're over Nitty and Magic and Av and May and I mean you got JC. I mean it's really it's subjective, you know. But I definitely put myself in the
Once again,
all-time punchers list if I were going to do so.
once again, man, a whole bunch of EFB guys.
I know, right? Every fucking bar. I mean, because, and that's where it really, that's where that whole where Geechee even got that thing from. I mean, me and B
Uh,
Magic used to say that shit back years before Geechee got on the scene, and what Geechee was able to popularize it and make it his own, and created a unit, an organization with EFB, because basically what it's saying is I'm hitting this man every line. I'm not
right.
doing a bunch of set up bar, 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 punch. Filler, punch. No, what we're doing is set up, punch, set up, punch, punch, set up, punch, set up, punch. It's the rapid pace. It's like an avalanche of bars just constantly coming at the opponent. So that's what every fucking bar mean, man. And so guys, like I said, B Magic, Conceited, Heartless, these are the guys that paved the way. I honestly believe that me and Rum Nitty revolutionized the art of the 2 bar punch. And then you get guys like other guys like JC. You got Geechee Gotti that's punching you relentlessly.
Right.
So we've definitely like set the new way to battle rap. We did that for this generation. Now 5, 10 years from now, whoever else is gonna be next up they're gonna change battle rap in whatever way they're gonna do it. But as of right now, you know, we led the way for how it's done today.
Okay. Okay. Now, I know you got B Magic and Perstavia coming up,
Absolutely.
but man, what's up with Low Deluxe? What's up with Sue Surf?
You know those definitely are they're on the chopping block, bro. They are on the chopping block. Heads will be chopped off, man. You know, I'm always y'all see me. Y'all see me. I'm working. We're waiting on them. I'm ready. They both said they with it. They both said they want to smoke with me. So now it's time to just sign contracts and set the date.
Uh,
That's all I
uh,
need.
has there been any talks with you and the URL possibly booking that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, so summer's coming up, the fall's coming up, winter's coming up. We still got 3 more seasons of battle rap
Oh,
this year. It ain't, you know, and I listen, I'm ready. They're gonna die.
okay,
They're gonna die.
okay.
I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm not gonna be humble about nothing. They're gonna die. I'm gonna kill both of them badly.
Now you also mentioned that you said Iron Solomon, Loaded Lux,
Well,
Soon
yeah.
Surf, and then you said a possibility of Mike hanging it up. Now is that true still?
Well, in terms, you know, it's crazy because I feel like they all say that. You know, Arsenal's retired 3 or 4 times, and then he's on the next
Right.
card. You know what I mean? I think for me, retirement means you just see me once or twice a year. You know what I mean?
Ah, okay.
I don't know when I'm gonna actually just hang it up, but I'm definitely feel like I'm getting to the end of battles that make sense. So that's why I'm saying you got the Sue Surfs, you got the Loaded Luxes, Iron Solomon, Ilmac, possibly Head Ice, T Top. Those are battles that once I do those, then it's like now what? Because if most likely if you name somebody, I done battled them already.
Right.
Like
Mm-hmm.
facts. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I mean,
it's starting to get tough to line me up with battles that I mean there's a million battle rappers. You can line me up with a million battle rappers, but I'm talking about battles that make actual sense for me at this point in my career.
hey man, you nearly battled everybody from gun titles. You battled Chess. You
Yeah,
battled Tay Rock. You're about
right.
to battle Prestavia.
And Easy the block captain, and then Surf is the last one. See what I'm saying?
Wow.
I didn't battled the whole crew. You know what I'm saying? Like it, and even I thought about that even with the punchers. Like I battled JC, I battled Nitty, I
Yeah.
battled Av,
Oh,
I've battled Big K, I battled Heartless, I battled Bricks Belvedere. You know,
damn.
my punchers, yeah, like the last one. And then I got beat Magic coming up, so it's like I'm pretty much my punchers list is complete. I battled all the pins except
So-
Solomon, Ilmac, and Lux. I think those are the last three pins that I've yet to battle. But my pins list is almost complete. I really like when I say I'm the GOAT, bro, I really mean that shit. Like the work speaks for itself. I'm not just out here
right.
saying the shit, I'm doing it. I'm showing you with
Um.
incredible bars and rebuttals, performance, you know
Now,
what I'm saying?
now, out of those three guys between Surf, Lux, and Iron Solomon, which one would you prefer to take first?
Uh Damn, that's a good question. Right, that's a good question. I think they always viewed Lux as the end boss. One of the end bosses. He was always that one of those guys. So it's almost like you battle Lux, and then it's kind of like you damn near beat the game. You know what I'm saying? So now everything else is like I don't want to call Surf a side quest or Iron Solomon a side mission like on Grand Theft Auto. You beat the main story and now it's just you're just free roaming, running around, doing whatever. it Sir, you know what? Surf could line it up first, and
Wow.
then Solomon, and then Lux.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. I actually would like to see you battle Surf because Surf, he's everybody loves him right now, especially what they seen him do in the last three battles. I know he got some battle coming up. If somebody put a stop to him, man, you would be that guy, man. I mean, you're that guy
I'm
now.
the guy that's going to do it. Yeah, and he knows it. So it it's like it's you're supposed to lose to Danny Myers. It's not. I'm not the pushover. I'm not the guy that I'm the practice dummy. Like I'm the guy. Like I'm really one of the end bosses. But it doesn't seem that way because, like they said, I'm battling on all the cards, so they don't view me as the guy that um, is scarce. Like you don't see me often. Like so, this is how guys like Mook and Lux keep their mystique. I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you that if Lux and Mook battle as often as I or Geechee battle, they wouldn't be viewed as what they're viewed now. And it's because you would get some battles where they're not all the
And
way clean, they have a bad showing, or they battle somebody and get smoked. But what I say is like the more times you put yourself on the battlefield, the more chances you have of getting shot.
right.
Eventually, you're gonna die. Eventually, you're gonna get killed. Eventually, you understand? But if you come outside once a year, have a good showing, and then disappear for a whole another year, the last thing they remember of you is that good showing. So your stock just kind of stays high. It always stays where it's at. But they're not working the way I'm working. And the thing is,
Right.
they can't. And what I'm showing is I could come literally week or two every 2 weeks with all new 3 rounds, fresh material, rebuttals, great performance, and do this shit every week or two. I don't need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months to prepare for one battle. I didn't have the
Mm.
luxury of that when I grew up battle rapping. Like I said, I grew up where we was battling every day.
Right.
You have to be ready. You have to have rhymes locked in, memorized on deck. If you ran out of raps, you lost. That's the conditioning I come from. So I can't, it's like for me to not work, for me to not rap, for me to not rap is a strange feeling to me. See what I'm
Um,
saying?
you have one of the best resumes out there. I think sometimes people overlook you when they talk about Mount Rushmore.
Absolutely. You know,
I just think there's a lack of respect, and
respect.
you're laughing at that because of why.
I'm laughing because what you're saying is literally what I've been saying. It's what I've been saying. It's like y'all not looking at what I've done, what I've been doing since day one. Like, so, like I said, me having a bad battle will get magnetized. It's like it makes the front page.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Danny Chokes versus Real Sick.
and that's
Danny
the
Chokes versus Passwords or Danny Choke versus Frack. That makes the front
and
page. But it's like, how did you not highlight that? Yo, he just battled Av in a classic. The week before that, he was battling another Norfolk, Virginia native in Roller. Before that, the week before that, it was him and Lil Slap, crazy battle for the culture. The week before that, it was such and such and such and such. And the week before, nobody say that. They'll just say, "Oh shit, Danny, you're taking too many value choke versus Frack." It's like, bro, I still gave Frack some crazy
now
bars.
now
The
I'm
fuck?
not I'm not trying to compare you to this player because I think you have more titles than him, more championships. I'm talking about LeBron James. um,
Yeah,
because I think with when it comes to both you guys, I think you're one of the most scrutinized battle rappers of all time, man. Because
easily.
you look at what you do, you look at Real Sick. They just
Yeah,
wrote you off for champion of the year. I thought it was
right, right,
unfair that
right.
you got
Yeah,
penalized
right,
so
right,
much behind
right,
that.
right, right. And I think honestly though, LeBron is looked at as the possible GOAT of basketball. It's
Yeah,
all when you really think about it. It's always LeBron, Jordan, Kobe. It's always the argument of who's the GOAT, right? When you are put in that conversation, you must get scrutinized. You so if Danny has a bad battle, it's like, bro, how are you to go and you just choke? How are you to go when you just had a bad battle and such smoked you? It's like when you were in that conversation of like, no, you got Lux, you got Mook, you got Hollow, Rock, Geechee Gotti, you got all these names, and then when you say, damn, you know what, Danny Myers might actually be the best that ever did it, even if he's not to you or not to this person, my name is in there.
right.
So it's like you can't just get all the praise and not take on the scrutiny and not take on, you know, and yes, life ain't fair. But yes, we are unfairly scrutinized. For example, I choke versus Frack, and it's like all the bloggers are going crazy on me. But none of those same bloggers was doing prediction blogs on me versus Frack before the battle. No,
Right.
again, Jada Nightwing and Big K were the main event. They didn't even cover that. The Source and Lou Cipher was on the same card. Nobody's talking about that. But Danny choked. Gave two crazy the first two rounds was crazy. Still was choppy in those, but I still gave crazy bar. They don't mention that shit. They only talk about, oh, you choked, you taking too many battles. So yeah, it is unfair that I get scrutinized like that, but that just comes with when you're mentioning the GOAT conversation.
Yep.
It just it's not fair. But shit, like I said, life ain't fair. So I can't complain because I signed up for it. I just gotta eat. I just gotta eat that. But instead of me just taking the criticism and dealing with the backlash of bad performances, I also let them know like, hey, bro, I'm working hard, bro. I'm working harder than your favorite battle rapper is. Whoever
If
your favorite
facts.
is, Whoever your favorite is, he ain't going this hard. He's not giving y'all this level of content. He's not giving y'all this level of bars and performances and rebuttals, and you're not taking into the account of just traveling on the plane, the physical and mental strain, being away from your family, just sacrificing a whole lot of shit to be great for y'all. So when you have a bad showing, I'm not asking for a pass. I'm not asking for a pass. I'm not saying, oh, Danny's allowed to choke because he goes so hard, he could get a pass. No, I'm not asking for that, but I am asking for understanding. I don't
Right.
want to pass. I just want understanding. And so, but again, just the shit that I'm able to come up with, on a week's time, a couple days time, no one's doing it. No one can do it.
Nope. You're right,
You
man.
know,
You're right.
like, so yeah, the guys who they say are the best, I beat them already. I already beat them. So leave like leave me the fuck alone. And
Hey,
I got more work to do. You know what I'm saying? Tune in Friday. Me versus Oppa, EFM versus EFB. So it's our squad versus theirs. So on the spaces, just tune in, listen, just listen. And this is where I'm the most dangerous person in the world to battle, especially when it's just listening to the raps. Because you're not. I don't have the luxury, or nor does my opponent have the luxury of entertaining you with a performance. This isn't a visual thing. Now you are forced to just judge the battle off of what's being said, and no one can beat me in that realm at all.
how are you gonna handle this? Because this is actually your space's debut, man.
Well, actually, I'm a king. I'm a god of the phone battles. If they don't remember, I battled Tom Gist from Dipset on Angry Fan Radio. I battled Charlie Clips, Angry Fan Radio. I battled Newborn, Angry Fan Radio. I battled Bill Collector.
Oh,
I
okay.
battled Bill Collector, Angry Fan Radio. I battled Zigzag. I battled Toots. I battled Merrick City. I've battled countless people and have all time showings when it comes to that type of that phone shit. Nobody's gonna beat me, bro.
Oh,
And so as far as it being on the spaces, that it doesn't matter what platform it is. Like I've been doing this. My opponent ain't been doing this. He ain't been doing this. I
Mm,
got I got a
talk.
I got a history of years of doing this shit. Not fuck the battles. Let's talk about just the phone battles alone. So he's going against somebody who was the god of this round, and I'm gonna show the world why I'm the best writer in the world, bro, on
Wow,
Friday,
you
and then I'm
got a
gonna do
bet.
it again on Saturday when I go battle Prestavia on Saturday.
Hey, you got a message for Opera right now?
God bless the man that stands in front of these bars. There are those that do this, and there are those that are born to do this.
Okay, man. All
Not
right,
to
man.
not to discredit him like he's not fired because he's fired. Yes, he's gonna bomb on me. He's gonna say some wildly entertaining, wildly creative shit, and it's gonna be incredible. However, that's pretty good for a human. The shit that I'm doing ain't like I keep saying, bro. This ain't regular rap. What I'm doing, I'm changing battle rap as I battle. I'm changing battle rap, bro. And
Okay.
he's just gotta. I don't see faces. I don't see races. I only see blank paper where I draw my inspiration.
Okay. Friday,
Don't
tune in. EFB, EFM. Now let's do
tune
some gates.
in.
Let's do some Gates of the Garden promo, man. So I know you're not on Kings versus Queens, but this is a
Mm.
Kings versus Queens, man.
It's amazing. It's crazy that I tweeted out this morning that there's
Yeah, I
been
seen that.
the Kings versus Queens 3 times. I haven't been on a single one.
You never have been
Why?
talked to about it?
I've been talked to by the league owners. It's they can't never lock in a woman that's willing to stand in front of me. And so Prestavia, and shout out to Dre Dennis for setting it up. But I think he set this up before they even announced any Kings versus Queens battles. Like he set this up months back. So you know she's dead. I mean, let's just start there. She's gonna die. She's gonna die. It's it's bad, bro. It's bad. Yeah, I have a history of dogging these women when they get in front. If y'all haven't seen me versus Coffee Brown, go check it out. If you haven't seen me versus Meatrice, go check it out. If you haven't seen me versus Unique Bars, go check it out. I kills women, and this is why they don't take me in these battles. Like Kings versus Queens card, it could have been me versus E Hart, me versus Miss Hustle, but they don't take me because they seen what happened to the other women, and so Prestavia is saying, "F all that. I don't care. Like I'm fired. Fuck what Danny's talking about. I'm gonna beat him." And you gotta have that confidence as an MC. Otherwise, why are you battle rap? You know what I'm saying? Like you should be that confident. But I'm going to use her as an example as to why, and to further basically justify the women for not battling me. I'm going to I'm going to do her so bad that it's going to be like, see, this why we don't battle Danny, because he's fucked
Oh
up.
wow.
He's fucked up. I mean, I think creatively she's good. Lyrically she's good. Her delivery is great. Like she's a monster. Um, But I'm the monster hunter. I kill the monsters. I'm Van Helsing. Like I'm the guy that whoever is the scariest person, go get them, and then I'm gonna kill them.
now
That's me.
now now is this 3 rounds or 1 round?
It was 3 rounds, and then it got switched to a 1 round because she was supposed to be on Kings versus Queens, so she didn't want to have to battle 3 rounds back to back, week 1 week, and then the very next weekend. She didn't want to battle me for 3 rounds and then battle me 3 round or battle somebody else 3 rounds the next weekend. But I guess whatever battle she was locking in for, it fell through. So it was just too much back and forth in terms of it whether it was going to be a 1 or a 3 round. So we just kept it at 1. So and to be quite honest, she only needs 1 round of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you only need 1 round of this. Like this is like you don't need another round of this. Like I thank the Lord she ain't got another round of this shit. That's why I say that. That's why I say that at the end of my battles. Like the slogan is like, and even though he already on the ground with this shit, this whack MC got another 2 rounds of this shit. Basically, what I'm saying is, in that 1 round that I spit, it's like you're already losing, and then you got 2 more rounds coming. So what I'm saying with her is, she's a warrior. She's a warrior, and I think she's gonna be a martyr. I think she's gonna be the one that died to kind of show the other women, like, we can stand up against these guys no matter who they are, and hold our own and go crazy. But like I said on Twitter, all martyrs have one thing in common, and it's they're dead. You had to, you had to,
Wow.
you had to have sacrificed your life for a greater cause. And this is what she's doing. She's going to sacrifice herself for the bigger picture. So in the end, she may actually win the war. Like, she's not going to win the battle, but the war will be won by her because she'll be like, hey, I battled Danny in one of the craziest battles ever. And yeah, I held my own. And it just showed that we can do this with those guys at the top level. So, and for her to be kind of like a rookie, this makes it even that much more amazing on her behalf. You know what I mean? So shout out to her. But
Mm.
again, I'm a hitman. Like they just give me the contract, they give me the date, the face of the person. That's all I need. I show up with the sniper rifle, knock the head off, and I'm pack the gun back into the suitcase, adjust my tie, and I'm on to the next mission.
This might
Agent 47 type shit.
this might have Surf come outside, man, after what you
Oh,
do.
yeah. He got to. He's got to because you can't watch me, do that to Tay Rock, and then I'll come right back out and do this to your little sister. Like it's like eventually the big bro got to come outside. If your little brother and your little sister go outside and somebody slap the shit out both of them, it's like, bro, You was trying to let them fight their own battle. But as a big bro, you say, "Oh damn, I thought they could handle themselves. That's why I let them go out there and handle their own little fade. But they got beat up. As a big brother, it is my obligation to go out and defend them and fight for them. But then he gonna come outside and get his head knocked off worse than all of them. I was like,
um,
I'm the
how,
bad guy now. I hate to be the bad guy now, but I am. I've always been a good guy in battle rap for
I
real,
mean,
but not really. You know what I'm
I mean, you're
saying?
gonna you're gonna be the bad guy now because they love Prestavia and they love Surf.
I don't care. Like love them at the cemetery too. You know, love you still love people after they're passed on, and you still go put flowers in their grave, and you go pour out liquor. You can still love somebody. Nothing's wrong with that. You
Re-
can love
uh,
them, but love them from beyond the grave.
really quick, how did this battle come about being booked between you and Prestavia? Was she like the first option?
No, actually, I hit Dre Dennis up to book me something. You know what I'm saying? And he came through, and we had one opponent, and he called me back. He said, "You know what? I got something even crazier." He said, "How about you and Prestavia?" I immediately said yes because I've been dying to battle another woman. You know, because we were trying to lock in the heart a couple times and it just fell through. You know, and so because I wasn't able to get E Hart, every time they do a Kings versus Queen card, you know, Debo's hitting me up like, "Yo, I want you on the card," but then I never get an opponent. So I was like, "Yo, man, I really got," because I like random bars was coming to me throughout the months of me prepping for other battlers, but it was like, damn, if I battle a girl, I could say this. Like I got, you know, I got a message that I want to get across to this group of women. But I need a woman to battle. I need a woman to say this to. So I just had bars already stockpiled for a woman. And so when the Prestavia battle gets booked, it's like, oh, great, perfect, because I've already got some shit I've been wanting to say to you women. So you're just gonna be the one to take these bullets, and then of course, you know, naturally I had to craft my bars specifically for her, so it's not just a bunch of random bars. Like, no, this is for you, but it's just some of the ideas that I had, I was able to flesh them out because now I got somebody. Like I said, it ain't about the races or faces. It's about blank pages. You are going to be the blank paper, and I just get the paintbrush and I can paint whatever it is I want on this paper. And that's how I look at my opponents.
Okay, okay. Well, you chose violence this weekend. Friday.
You funny as hell. You funny. I fuck with you. You chose violence. I definitely fucking did, bro. Like no bullshit. When watch, I really chose violence.
Friday, EFM, EFB,
Right.
and then you got Prestavia Gates of
Gate
the
to the
Garden.
Garden, San Diego next Saturday. Shots fired. Shout out to K Philosophy and his partners. Shout out to the city of San Diego. Y'all about to get a classic bar fest with Danny Myers versus Beat Magic going down. So if you in town, if you're around, pull up. Uh, they'll be making announcements for To Live and Die in LA, and I'm pretty sure the culture is going to be very, very pleased with who I'm battling on that day. That's gonna
Wow.
be that's gonna be historic. It's gonna be monumental.
Okay.
So stay
Okay.
on,
Okay.
stay on. They'll be announcing that any day now. So
Okay. So really quick before we get out of here, man. When it comes to Danny Myers, everything you accomplished, the moments that you gave us, blood, sweat, and tears, man. How do
yeah,
you want people to remember Danny Myers when it's all said and done?
passionate. Somebody that loved what he did. Somebody that was dedicated his life to his craft. Literally, like dedicated my life to this. And so uh, relentless hard work, a revolutionary. You know what I'm saying? Like I never came into battle rap following None of the trends. I never came into battle rap sounding like anybody. I had to make my own lane because, and that's kind of why it was difficult for people to catch on to me earlier on in my career. Because I was just so unique and different. People just didn't like it. They didn't like he's yelling and all this energy and like I don't. They didn't like it. It was hard for them to get used to. But over time, I won over a lot of people. I won over a
Okay.
lot of people. So I definitely would feel like I revolutionized battle rap.
Okay, all right. All right, man. So before we get out of here and do our shout outs, I gotta put you on the hot seat. The hot seat is this quick game we have is I'll bring something up and you tell me what's the first thing that pops up in your mind.
Alrighty.
All right, man. First off, we got Yikers Island.
Yo, a whole new brand, a whole new fleet of MCs that I'm going to be introducing to the battle rap culture. A lot of dope new artists. Some you may have heard of before, some you may not. But Yikers Island is a force to be reckoned with. So you know how Verb got the Island God, and he got all his little soldiers and shit. So now it's time for Danny Myers to bring out his secret weapons.
All
So
right.
stay on the lookout.
Bar God.
Go the goat. I don't know what else. The goat. I'm the goat of this shit, man.
Okay. Parallel Universe.
Mind bending.
Battle Rap.
Life.
EFB.
Unbeatable.
And last but not least, Danny Myers.
The goat. That's easy. That's easy.
Oh, all right, man. Really quick, we're gonna go ahead, go to your shout outs and we're gonna wrap things up.
Yo, man, just shout out, you know, MBS. Shout out to you, everything you got going on. Shout out Shell Bell. Shout out to EFB. The squad, Yikers Island. Shout out to Ty Ty. Shout out to Miss Princess. Shout out to just everybody that been rocking with me over the years. And I got more classes to get a culture, man. I'm not done. I'm not done, man. Like I honestly, if I wanted to, I could never be done. So I die. You know what I'm saying? I really like I'm not gonna run out of bars. Like the bars, they're forever. They're infinite. It's like how does somebody be 42 still saying the coldest shit in battle rap, still having amazing performances and thinking on the spot about rebuttals and rocking the big rooms, small rooms, quiet rooms, rooftops, basketball courts. No matter where I'm at, I'm shaking wherever I'm at, and it's like that's real goat shit. Like and the bars are still original, not recycling, not stealing
Hmm.
somebody else's bars. I'm just doing this shit literally week after week, and it's like it's never been done before.
Yo, man. Um, Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you jumping on here. You welcome back anytime. Maybe we could recap your battle next
Yeah,
week or something
yeah,
when you win.
absolutely,
Um,
absolutely, absolutely.
And then shout out to these two people. These two are probably the biggest Danny Myers fans, supporters. I thought I was, man. But let's talk battle rap Ty Ty and the battle rap doctor. They put me on about Danny Myers, man. So
Yeah, absolutely. They're my family, and it's dope because sometimes people that you never even met before will support you more so than people that are in your immediate circle. And sometimes it just works like that. But shout out to y'all. I just give love to where love is given. I give love back from where it's given from. So shout out to y'all and the whole everybody. Like I said, Yikers Island, and it's more work on the way and more classics on the way. And I'm gonna just continue to be the best that I could be.
all
I
right.
appreciate y'all.
All right, man. With that being said, then it's MBS Uncensored. That's Danny Myers. I'm Keo, and we are